So this video is going to be on how to do long division of polynomials. Now we're going to be using a box because the reality is you guys aren't even necessarily taught the algorithm for long division anymore. So we're going to show you a way of doing long division that hopefully will make more sense. So here's our first problem, and we've got, surprise, surprise, some more vocabulary to discuss. When we do a division problem, the bigger number that we divide into or that we put into the calculator first, that is called a dividend. The second number, the smaller number usually, the one that we put in the calculator second, that's called the divisor. Now you don't usually need to know those terms, but what you do need to know is that the answer to a division problem is called the quotient, because that's how we will ask you to divide in your math problems. We'll ask you to give the quotient, and that way you know, oh, okay, I need to divide. Okay, so to do this division, we're going to draw a box, and we need our box to be 3 rows high. The top row is going to be blank. In front of the second row, we're going to put our x term, or the first term of our divisor, and in front of the second row, we're going to put the second term of our divisor. Okay. Now, below that box, we are going to write our dividend. Oops. Now notice that these bars dividing the columns are directly over the plus and minus signs that are dividing my terms, okay? That's how you decide how many rows in your box you're going to have. All right, so let's get started. We are going to take our first term and we are going to put it in this box. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to put anything in that particular corner box, ever. So I'm going to ask the question, what do I need to multiply x by to get 2x squared? Okay, what do I multiply x by to get 2x squared? Well, I multiply that by 2x. So 2x times x gives me 2x squared. Okay, all right. Easy enough. Now, I am going to multiply 2x times negative 3, the number in front of my bottom row. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. That wasn't, oh, sorry. Yeah, negative 6x. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to look at this number down here, and I'm going to ask myself, what do I need to add to negative 6x to give me negative 3x? Okay, that number would be a positive 3x. So negative 6x plus 3x gives me negative 3x. Now I am going to ask myself, what do I need to multiply x by to get a positive 3x? It's just a positive 3. Positive 3 times x gives me a positive 3x. Okay. Is everybody with me? So now I am going to multiply my positive 3 times my negative 3 to get negative 9. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did over here. I'm going to ask myself, negative 9 plus what will give me negative 9? Well, that's a 0. Okay. That tells me my remainder, and I'm done. There's nothing else to do. I'm out of boxes, and I don't have anything left over. So, what does that tell me? That tells me that my quotient is 2x plus 3. So 2x squared minus 3x minus 9 divided by x minus 3 is 2x plus 3. Well, how do we know if we're right? Because that just looks like a lot of gibberish. Well, let's do this. Let's check it. We said that we could multiply 2x plus 3 times x minus 3. That's 2x squared minus 6x. Oops. Plus 3x minus 9. Combine those and I get 2x squared minus 3x minus 9. Isn't that my original quotient? Sorry, just dropped my stylus on all that. This is our check. This is our answer. Okay? All right. I know there's a lot going on there. I'm going to do one more example, and then we're going to practice in class. Okay. So x minus 4, my divisor goes over there. My dividend is going to go down here. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 16. Now I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker, just so your video isn't so long. Pause where you need to. So I'm going to bring this number straight here. We're not going to worry about that box. X times what would give me x cubed? X squared. So x squared times negative 4 is negative 4x squared. Now I am going to focus here. Negative 4x plus what would give me positive 2x? That would be a positive 6x squared. So what I am going to do is I am now going to ask, what do I need to multiply x by to get positive 6x squared? That would be a positive 6x. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to come down here. 6x times negative 4 is a negative 24x. Go back and do the same thing. I'm going to look here. What do I need to do to add to negative 24x to get negative 5x? I need to add 19x. So now we're going to start the process over. What do I need to multiply by x to get 19x? I need to multiply by a positive 19. Okay, so now we're starting over. 19 times negative 4 gives me a negative 76. Okay, what do I need to add to negative 76 to get a positive 16? I need to add a positive 92. Okay, now this is my remainder. I do have something left over. If you remember from elementary school, when you have a remainder left over, you write it in the top of a fraction over the divisor. So my quotient, or the answer to this problem, is x squared plus 6x plus 19 plus 92 over x minus 4. And that's the whole process. We will practice this a lot in class. I needed you to see it first so that we can just start the practice once you get in class.